family. I hope you guys can hear me. I am live while I'm doing my hair. And I have to say, I love you guys for me to be on here looking a crazy mess like I am right now. But I just wanted to spend some time with you guys for a minute. Hey, B. I'm not looking pretty right now. I have on no makeup and I am doing my hair. But I wanted to just come on and say hello and spend some time with you guys for a minute. Hey, twins. Which twin is it, Rhonda or Shonda? So again, I don't know if I should apologize for my appearance because I knew coming on here I was going to be doing my hair. But I figured while I was, hey, Rhonda, I figured while I was doing my hair, I would just say hi to everyone. I'm trying to see why this is not spraying. Also, I wanted to just tell you guys how much I appreciate all of you for all of your support. My spray bottle is not working. And to kind of give you guys a glimpse into real life. Exactly, V is real life, exactly. And for whatever reason, my spray bottle is not working. So while I'm doing this, there's a lot that I want to talk about. There's a lot of things that we could talk about, a lot that I want to say, and I'm not really sure exactly how to start, how to say it, and I want to ensure that everyone know that everything that I say is coming from a place of love and of respect and unity. And I came on here not because I wanted to spend a whole lot of time talking about what's going on in the world. Hi, Rosie. Um, but I wanted to just let you guys know that I've been in my feelings for several days now. And oh yeah, in my natural hair, yes, girl. And usually I have on my wigs just because I use it as a protective style. So, and I usually do my hair and just protect it back up. But I figured I'd show you guys my natural hair too because I have done a lot. I had done some video on my natural hair, and so you guys can see that it's grown a lot. And I'm just putting on some detangler right now. I've already washed it and everything. And so I'm just putting on some detangler so that I can style it. So anyway, I was saying there's so much stuff going on in the world right now that I think, sometimes we need to just say how we feel and what's on our hearts. And so I feel like, honestly, I was so upset and so hurt and so angry and so disappointed in so many ways about so many things that I needed to take some time to just kind of collect myself and my thoughts hey Shanji, before I decided to speak publicly about my feelings. And so my YouTube sisters that we're in a group together, they know how I feel because I've been venting a lot with them. But I guess at the end of the day, I want to just make sure that we all, number one, do our civic duty that our forefathers and foremothers came before us did by fighting for our right to vote. So I want to encourage everyone out there to be sure to register and to go out and vote. And I'm speaking not just to all of my subscribers that are in my age category, which is over 40, but also to the young people like my children's age that are in their young 20s that may not feel like is that important or might feel like is rigged. I've talked to a lot of young people and a lot of them say, oh, it doesn't matter. It's rigged. They do the electoral college and all this and that. But the reality is, if you don't go out and vote, then it doesn't matter if it's rigged or not, because you didn't let your voice be heard. So be sure to register, be sure to vote in your local um, primaries as well as the presidential primaries and race. Um, Also, make sure that we reach out to our loved ones, to one another, and encourage each other, because you never really know what people are going through and how they're dealing with things. And so, like I said, I was having a really hard time. I spoke to all our kids. We have let's see, my oldest is 23. Then we have a 21-year-old. Then we have a 19-year-old. She'll be 20 soon. Then we have a 14-year-old who will be 15 soon. And then we have Addison. You guys all know him. He is now 6. And, he's seeing things that's going on in the world. And we're talking to our older kids about what's going on in the world and just making sure that they're staying safe and doing what they need to do to take care of themselves. And we just need to, we were talking to them about their civic duty and doing what's the right thing. And they have their opinions about it. So I think as parents, we need to listen to our young adults and to our children too, because honestly, Addison has some pretty profound things to say as well, because he was like, everybody should be nice. And I'm like, exactly. That is the youthfulness, the childhood honesty. That's just, he's like, everybody should be nice to everybody. And I'm like, exactly. If we all just live life with that mantra that everyone be nice to everybody, then this world will be a better place. So, but we know that doesn't always happen. And so, but we just need to teach that to our children and encourage it, with our children. So I was just listening to the Speaker Pelosi, and they're presenting the legislation and everything. And I do feel that change is on the horizon. I don't know if I've ever really felt that way. And honestly, guys, I'm in my early 40s, so I have been around to experience racism personally, directly and indirectly. But I think for me, this has really opened the eyes of a lot of us who have our comfortable lifestyles in suburbia and with our corporate jobs, and you kind of feel like it's happening, but it's not so right in your face that it's easy to forget. And we have to not forget. And we have to just do our part, whatever that part is, reaching out, like I said, to vote, number one, and then reaching out to your local legislation, local government, and demanding that change happens, that they do what they need to do. Sorry guys, I'm rambling. That's not really why I wanted to come on here. I wanted to come on here to talk about that, how I feel about what's going on, to make sure everyone does their civic duty, get out and vote, go out. And if you can protest peacefully in your areas, then do whatever is put on your heart to do. I'm not for or against protesting. I understand it. I know why people do it. And I think that it is necessary in some cases, but I'm not advocating for it one way or the other. I think it's that people should just do whatever it is that they feel they need to do to have their voices be heard. Also, I wanted to say, switching gears, and there was so much I wanted to say on the topic, but I'm just not going to stay on it too long. I've already been talking for 10 minutes. And let me say hi to everyone that's here. I know this is a last minute thing. I happen to be off from work today, so this is a Monday. Normally, if I were going to go live, I would do it on the weekend. So thank you to everyone who's joining me. Again, if you just pop in and you're like, oh my goodness, look at Kenya, she look a hot mess. I'm doing my hair. This is my hair day. And so I'm doing my hair live as we speak. And speaking of hair, Hey, Wendy. Speaking of hair, you guys know that I have on my channel a section where I do like hair care with Kenya, and I haven't done that in a while. Um, Thank you, Shanji. Um, I haven't done anything about my hair in a while, and I was like, okay, because I feel like that space has a lot of great YouTubers that really talk about hair care. And so my thing is home decor. I love all things home decor. And so I haven't done hair lately, but I wanted to also give you guys a quick update on my hair since I'm doing it, because you guys know, I guess that was been a year and a half ago now when I did a video showing how much my hair had come out. It had broken out. Oh my goodness, it was something horrible. And so you can see it has grown a lot. The area that I had the most breakage was here in the top where it was completely bald. My hair was completely bald here. And so you can see how much it's grown. So it's doing really well. It's thriving. Disregard all the gray. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I might delete this live later. So everyone that's here, enjoy with me now, because this evening I'll probably delete this. I don't want it out there in the world forever. But you can see it's time for me to do a henna treatment also. So you can see all the gray hair, and then you can see where the henna starts. So this is all new growth here. So it's doing really, really well. I'm really happy. And I've been based, that's part of the reason why I've been just not, I haven't been wearing it out, because I've been just doing protective styles, which basically means I shampoo, condition, I deep condition, then I do a leave-in conditioner, then I use my coconut oil to seal everything in, and then I just braid it and cover it. So that's pretty much what I do, on a regular basis. And so I'm just giving it a break. But let's talk about that for a little bit with our hair. So I work in corporate America, and so I don't know. I think nowadays people are more, I guess, comfortable with their natural hair, but in corporate America, it's still kind of a thing. It's like when you wear a wig, everyone's like, "Oh, your hair's so pretty," and then when you wear your natural hair, they're like, "Oh, look at your hair! Oh my, look at your hair!" So it's like, how do you take that? How do you, and what do they mean by that? Why they're like, "Oh, look at your hair"? So it's, you guys let me know what you think about it, but it's it's kind of like, do you want to be taken seriously? Do you want to be able to move up the corporate ladder? Then maybe you need to conform and not necessarily wear your natural hair, but wear, a hairstyle that is comfortable for everyone. I guess that's a nice way of saying it. So so I'm kind of at a place where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just, well, for me, I wear the wigs because of convenience, number one, and because I like to keep my hair protected, number two. Hey, Trevina. Oh my goodness, sis. Thank you so much for joining in. I know you have so much going on right now, so it's so good to see you. Um, and Trevina's a stylist too, so Trevina, you can chime in and let me know what you think about. Do you have clients that work in corporate America that want to have their hair styled a certain way, or because they're trying to be mindful of their career and their career aspirations, and if they can climb the corporate ladder with their natural hairstyles, or do they want to conform and straighten their hair or wear wigs or other things like that to kind of blend in with everybody else. So I have to say, for me, I'm kind of at a crossroads. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. It's convenient right now because of the coronavirus, which we should not forget about that, because that is still something that's very seriously happening in the world today also. But because of it, I don't have to necessarily go into the office right now. So Anyway, um, so that is that. Also, I wanted to say thank you so, so much to my 20 plus thousand subscribers. Yay! I'm so happy, guys. You know what? At the end of 2019, I was striving to reach. Hey, Raymond from New York, my friend. Um, how's mom doing? I was trying so hard to reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Then you guys know my husband got sick right after Christmas, like on December 26th, 27th. He went into the hospital and was there until like January 2nd. And then he ended up having surgery in March. And so, anyway, but at the end of the year, because I was pushing to get to 20,000 and I had so much distractions, I didn't make it. And so I was feeling a little bit conflicted at that time because I was like, I got stuff going on with my family. I need to focus on him, and I put so much hard work into my channel that I don't want to see it go down because the way YouTube works. Hi Rosie, I think that was Rosie. Thank you. Um, with your channel, if you're not uploading regularly, then you kind of fall to the bottom, basically. They're like, YouTube is like, okay, the algorithm is not working for you, so, and you fall to the bottom. So, that's basically what happened to me. My channel took a hit, and so it took a little bit for us to build up to 20K. And so now I think we're kind of off to the races, and we've surpassed 20,000, and now we're, I think, at 22,000. And so I'm just really happy about that. I really appreciate it. I wanted to say thank you so much to all of the new subscribers, all of my supporters that have been with me from the beginning. I really and truly appreciate all of you so, so, so very much. And so I wanted to just come on and say hello and let you guys know how much I love you and how much I appreciate you and how much you guys mean to me. I mean, really and truly. And I do know that I did say I was going to do a 20K giveaway. And the stores are now finally open. Oh, thank you so much, Raymond. God is always in control. You know what? I that's one reason why I'm just like, with everything that's going on, I was talking to my husband, I was all upset about it. And I said, why aren't you outraged? I was like, I was in my feelings. I was all over the place. And I mean, I think it was justifiably so. And I think everyone should be in their feelings. That's the only way we're going to move forward, is people start feeling for others. But so I said to my husband, I was like, why aren't you outraged? And so my husband was like, you know what? I am, but I've given it to God. So, and I was like, you know what? I heard that because I gave it to God too, but then I kept picking it back up. Every time I see something new on the news, I was like, I can't believe it. I don't understand why this is happening. And so, but he was like, give it to God and leave it there. And so that's what I've done. And so that's why I was able to now come on here and have a conversation about it with you guys, because I'm in a better place, because I know that God is always in control of everything. Always. He's in control. So things that we cannot control, he's in control. Everything that's happening, he already knew it was going to happen, and he already has a plan for it. So I decided, let me come over here, talk to my family, say hello. Y'all can see me in my natural form. This is the real Kenya right here, which, if you guys know me, you know I'm always real. This is who I am all the time. I'm never somebody different. Like, I might have on my makeup, I have on my hair, but it's always, this is me. It's just always me. I don't change. I'm the same. I think being real and being authentic is how people need to be all the time. And fakeness is transparent. You can only be fake for so long, and then people are going to know, oh, okay, well, she's not real, she's not sincere. And so that's just not me. I prefer to be real all the time. So this is the real me. I'm showing you guys the real me right now with my hair, and it's live and in person. So, and I'm not sure how I'm going to style it, but let me see what we can do while I'm on here. If you guys want to see that. Absolutely. That's the number one concern my professional clients. Oh, yes. Trevina is saying exactly. It's, you know what, it's kind of hard, and it's crazy because my sisters that are uh like from the Middle East, they wear their garb, they wear everything, and no one says anything about that. Oh, we love you too. I love you too, twins. Nobody says anything about that. So it's just, we shouldn't have to think about it and be worried about that. Guys, right now I'm just using some coconut oil around my edges because I do wear the wigs. I like to make sure that my edges are taken care of, and they tend to get dry. And so I'm just doing that. And so now I'm going to just, let me see what I'm going to do. Thank you so much, Trevina, for the congratulations. I appreciate it. It has been, it's been a long road, but I have to say, looking back, looking over things, my channel is not even 2 years old yet. So I'm really blessed. I'm really blessed. I'm really thankful that, thank you for smashing the like button. I'm so thankful that God has brought all of you guys in my life. Like, I have a whole nother family that I never would have ever known without having this YouTube channel. So I truly consider you guys a part of my family. And you guys can see how dense my hair is. It's not really thick, but it's definitely dense. So I love you guys. I love all of you guys so, so much. And I truly appreciate all of your support. And it's amazing to me because honestly, when I started YouTube, so 2 years ago, I started my YouTube channel. In 2017, I'll give you guys a little short history. So February 2017, I was like, I'm going to create a YouTube channel because I had never heard of YouTube before that. But my oldest son told me, because I was looking for home decor channels to watch, and HGTV kind of pretty much stopped showing home decorating. And so I was like, my son said, why don't you watch it on YouTube? And I was like, YouTube is short videos. I want to watch a whole show. And he was like, no, you can watch the whole show. So anyway, I watched YouTube like straight for at least 4 weeks, like every day, all day. That's all I watched. I didn't watch any TV. I just watched YouTube. And then I was like, you know what? I could do that. I could do this. I could create a YouTube channel. And so I did after a few months of me thinking about it. I didn't do it just right away, but so after a few months, I was like, I could do that. So I created the YouTube channel in February, and then I uploaded my first video in April. And then we had shoots, I'm drawing a blank. We had Resurrection Sunday. So Easter came, and after that, like I want to say 2 or 3 days after Easter, Addison got really sick. He had a big seizure and ended up in the hospital on a ventilator. And I still get emotional just thinking about it. It was the hardest thing, guys, to see your baby on a ventilator, the machines breathing for him. That was really hard for me. But God, right? But God. So anyway, Addison got really, really sick. And so I had to take a break from YouTube. I was like, you know what? I got to focus on my family. And so hey, Chunker Necker, tell me your first name. I know it, but I just can't think of it right now. So I took a break from YouTube to take care of my family because Addison was sick, and we knew he had epilepsy, but he hadn't had a big seizure like that ever. So so that was April. Oh, hey, Leah, there we go. I knew that. So that was April. Then I didn't upload another video until August. And yeah, I'm on here doing my hair, so this is just a natural. This is like girlfriend chat. This is a girlfriend midday chat session, I guess we'll call it. And so Addison, so I didn't upload another video until August, and that was fall. You guys know I love fall of the year. How do you pump out so many videos and work? Girl, you know what? It is hard to have. So I have family life first. I have church life. Well, first I have church life, then family life, then work, then YouTube. So it's a lot. It is. And that's why I had to take a break, because I was like, I can't do this and take care of my family too. So I took a break And I'm just doing a hairstyle, guys, and we'll see how it looks when I'm done. We'll see if I can get cute since I started out looking rough. But so I waited till August. Then by then, Addison was kind of controlled on his medicine. He hadn't had any more seizures, and so I was like, okay, now I can get back. And it was fall of the year. That's my favorite time. Start decorating the holiday season. Fall and then Christmas. And so that's when I started back on my channel. So August 2017 made 2 years. I mean, was when I started. So it'll be 3 years. I said 2 years. It'll be 3 years this August that I've had my channel. And so I feel like it's doing really well. I feel blessed to have so many followers and subscribers, to have a platform. Like when I started out, I didn't even think of it as such. I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm gonna have all of these people follow me and they're gonna enjoy what I'm doing. I just thought, let's just do it. Like somebody might like what I do. Someone might. My sister is like always having me help her decorate, and family members, they're always like, "Can you help me do this? Help me do that." I decorated at the lobby for the hospital that I worked at, and so, but it was always just like fun for me. It wasn't nothing that I really thought anybody would want to see until my son introduced me to YouTube, and then I realized, oh, maybe this is a way for me to share what I love doing and someone else might enjoy it also. And so that's kind of how it all came about. So that's why I say I'm really touched and shocked and amazed at channel growth, because it's just amazing to me. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so, so much. New York is finally open. You know what? Raymond, I've been watching Governor Cuomo. That he is like on it. He should run for president. I think he said he don't want to. But he is, you guys have a strong leader in Governor Cuomo. And so, and I've been praying for New York. And hey, Andrea, yeah, it has grown a lot, right? And I was just showing everybody this a couple of years ago. Remember when this was, all of my hair had come out here? So it's grown back a lot. I should say also, guys, when that happened, I had said that it was because of I am praying for New York and everyone there, and just everyone's safety. And I'm happy that you guys are doing better and starting to open again. With my hair, I should say, I thought it was due to the sew-in that I had in, which it was. That played a part of it. But also what played a part was that I found out that I have an autoimmune disorder that I wasn't aware of. And so when my hair was coming out, that was a part of it. And so after that, it continued to come out. And then I started having some other symptoms too, physical symptoms. So I went to the doctor, and that's when I found out that I had an autoimmune disorder and I had to start taking medication. So that played a part in my hair loss. And so for me to still have an autoimmune disorder, I still take medicine to this day. I will have to for probably the rest of my life. To have my hair I mean, you can see my hair has always been very dense. It's not always been super thick. I guess that is the kind of same thing as dense and thick. Anyway, my point is that I've always had a lot of hair when it's in its natural state, and it's just been thinner when it's straightened out. It's like I have a lot of strands, but they're not super thick, if that makes sense. And so anyway, for it to be growing and doing as well as it is with the condition that I have, then I'm very thankful for that also. And that's why I take good care in trying to not manipulate it too much. I keep it protected. And that's why I've been wearing the wigs more, because it's just easier for me to low maintenance and low manipulation when I do it like that. So that just makes it easier. But yeah, it has, if you guys can see, it's grown a lot. And so I'm just going to do a quick style here while we're talking. And so I'm all over the place too. What was I saying? I said about the governor of New York. I talked about the situation in America. Everybody need to go out and vote. Everyone needs to um, just do what they can. Uh, yeah, protective style. You know what, Andrea? Um, when I started thinking about it, I was like, let me just get back to basics here. I need to do what my mom used to do. When she combed our hair when we were kids, your hair got combed and then you didn't mess with it for a couple of days till she was time to comb it again. So you got your hair combed like twice a week, basically. She would braid it up or put it into ponytails and braid it up. And then that was on the weekend. Then by Wednesday, she would redo it. And then on Saturday, you got it washed again. So I was like, I need to stop fooling with it so much and just let it go and do what it needs to do. And that's what it's been doing. And it's been really happy with that. So, um, but yeah, Cuomo is a huge leader. He is. Protective styles, castor oil. Oh yes, castor oil is amazing. I just don't have any right now. I ordered a huge thing from Amazon. The castor oil that comes in the natural color too, like not the Jamaican black castor oil. I do like that also, but the one I should have my scissors so I can trim the ends off. Um, but anyway, there's another castor oil that can get. It's like the amber color. That one, I love it. It works really, really good. And I just need to order some more. So right now I'm just using coconut oil. And then I have some shea butter that I haven't used just yet. But um, so I'm doing here. So you can see I separated this back section into two. I have this one section in the front. And then I'm going to try to pin everything up and make like a cute little style for you guys. And then I will tie it down and prepare it for later. Voluptuous locks. Hey, I don't think I've seen you here before. What's your name? Hello. I saw you said hello all. So we're here just chit chatting. This is like girlfriend time, girlfriend, guy friend time. We're all just here talking about everything that's going on. Oh, so let's talk about the pandemic a little bit, because the coronavirus, I don't know if you guys have been affected directly, but I think we all, many of us, hi Jackie, have been affected either directly or indirectly. And until here recently, I was thinking, well, we haven't been affected. But we found out that just here recently, 7 people that we know closely, um, 7 people that we know closely have been diagnosed with the coronavirus. And 3 of them were really sick. And, you know, you kind of have your suspicions, but we didn't know until now we know. So I think that we can't forget that this is still going on in the midst of everything, too. We need to be mindful, you know, that we still have a virus out there that doesn't care about your race. It doesn't care about your socioeconomic status. This virus doesn't care about, you know, how poor, how wealthy, how whatever you are. It's just, if you give it an opportunity, it'll get you. So we need to be mindful of that also. I do know, and I said it doesn't care about your social economic status and all like that. That's true, but we do know that people that are underprivileged and have a lack of access to healthcare are disproportionately affected. And so unfortunately, that's minorities. Many times that's African Americans, but we also notice brown people as well. So it may be Hispanics, Asians, all. So we all need to be careful and mindful. And here in Houston, it's so crazy. People are just like, it's hot out here. Number one, it is hot here. I will admit, it is hot. It is uncomfortable wearing a mask. It is, let's see, what are you using on your hair? I'm using, okay, yeah, I should have said that. I'm using Aunt Jackie's, not on my watch. So this is a detangler that I'm using, not on my watch, by Aunt Jackie. And I haven't decided what I think about this just yet because I've only used it a couple of times so far. But I'm also using in my spray bottle here, which I took the spray pump off because I couldn't get it to spray. Uh, but I have some leave-in conditioner in here. That's what's at the top with some olive oil. And I need to reshake that to distribute it. So I have, that's just to keep my hair wet while I'm manipulating it. So we have leave-in conditioner, olive oil, and water mixed in here. And then I have coconut oil, my favorite. We use coconut oil for everything, for our hair, head to toe. We use coconut oil. We do not use lotion or anything anymore. We only use coconut oil, and we also use it to cook. So I buy this huge one like this. This is cold pressed, unrefined, chemical free, non-GMO, virgin coconut oil. That's the one that you want. And you can get this at Walmart. It comes in a 2-pack for like $20. So we get like 4 of them at a time because that's all we use in our house. And then so coconut oil, and then I also have the Aunt Jackie's defining curl custard. And I'm not really gonna leave my hair out, so that's why I don't know why I'm using that, but I'm using it. So yeah, so that's what I'm using on my hair. And I should say, Jackie, I don't who's that just subscribed? Natural One. Thank you so much. Yay, thank you for joining me. Um I am here doing my hair because I wanted to just spend some time talking with you guys. And I thought, why not just go live? You know what? That's what we'll do. We'll just go live and say hi to all of my family members. And so, and then we're talking about what kind of what's going on in the world today a little bit. We were just talking about the virus, and so the people who I know that are infected, they didn't have any well, 3 of them got sick. The other ones didn't have any symptoms at all. Well, they did, but they didn't realize they were symptoms. Like one of them had GI symptoms, so she had diarrhea, like severe diarrhea. And I was like, because I work in healthcare, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a nurse. I'm a social worker, and so, but I'm keeping up with everything that's going on, right? And so I was like, GI symptoms can be an indicator of the virus, so should probably get tested. And then turned out that was true. She was positive, and so, but the other ones didn't have any symptoms at all. So with that being said, and they're all age ranges from like 2 years old to 70 years old. So hi Shuli, what time is it there? So I know you're in another country, so I'm assuming it's probably nighttime there, if not middle of the night. So oh yeah, so with people dying, I know it's with Raymond, with this virus, it's just crazy. So I was saying that to say how it can affect everyone differently. And so I think so many people are just like dismissing it here because it's so hot outside. They think that it's over with, and it's not over with. So people are still getting tested every day and coming back positive every single day. And you don't know how it's going to affect you until you are infected. And so for me, who have an autoimmune disorder, I was saying, I don't want to take that chance. I don't want to know what's going to happen to me. I'd rather just you could have the virus and never have symptoms. Exactly. And that's what I was saying. Of the 7 people that I know that just recently found out they were positive or have had it, 3 of them didn't have it. No, yeah, 3 of them didn't have any symptoms. 3 were sick. 1 had GI symptoms, so diarrhea and stuff like that, but didn't have any idea that it was a part of the virus. And then the other ones didn't have any symptoms, or they may have had symptoms that were easily explained away because it's allergy season, so they're like, oh, it's just my allergies, or oh, I just have a little cold. They didn't think that they had the virus. And so So with that, I was saying people around here are walking around like it's all good. They don't have their face coverings on. No one's wearing gloves. Nobody. And it's hot. It's saying out here like today. I think the high is like 95 degrees today, and so it is uncomfortable to wear a mask when it's hot. It is because it's uncomfortable for me too. But I was like, you know what? I'd rather be a little uncomfortable now than be sick later, right? So I'm doing good. I didn't see whose name that was that went by. Um, so I was in Walmart the other day. I'll share this story with you guys while we're talking about that. This little young guy, his name was, well, I guess I'll say his name because I don't know him and you guys don't know him either. I don't go anywhere without a mask either. Never, ever. And so I'm in Walmart checking out, and this young guy, his name was Brandon. He was really, really nice, very cordial, 16-year-old. And he was just chatting about all the stuff that I had in my cart, right? and and so he had his mask on under his neck, under his chin. And so we were chit chatting about everything. And I said to him, uh, you know what, Brandon, since because the whole and I had a lot of stuff when I was checking out. So the whole while he was checking me out, he's scanning the stuff, and he'd comment on, he go, oh, this Aunt Jackie's hair stuff, is that any good? You know, he's just chatting with me about all the stuff that he was ringing up for me, right? And so I said, since we're talking, can you tell me why you're not wearing your mask? And he said, well, I can't breathe in it. And I was like, okay, why do you think that? He's like, it's just uncomfortable for me. I don't feel like I can breathe in it. And I said, well, do you want to continue breathing like for the rest of your life? And he was like, yes, ma'am. And he looked at me like, what does that mean? Like, why would you ask me that? And I was like, well, then put your mask on. If you want to keep breathing, then put your mask on because you could catch this and you don't know. And he was like, well, and he was being real honest with me too. He said, well, I'm not in the category of people who could get sick because I'm only 16. And I was like, there are children and young adults, adolescents who are getting the virus and are getting very sick. And so you don't know how you're going to respond to it. So I think you should wear your mask. And he goes, but I don't have an underlying medical condition. And so I said, that's very astute of a young person, right? So clearly he's been listening to maybe his parents, or he's been listening to the news, or he's been listening to something because he knew enough to say to me that. And I was like, you know what? The reality is you may have an underlying health condition and don't know it. Like I had an underlying health condition that I didn't know about until it hit me in the face and I had to go see what's going on. So I was like, so the reality is a lot of times we're walking around thinking we're healthy and something is going on that you don't know. So do you want to, this is an opportunity for you to prevent, yourself from getting something. So why not do what's preventative? Something as easy as, hey Naima, I love your name. Why not do something as easy as wearing a mask? It doesn't harm you. It's not going to hurt you. Maybe it's a little uncomfortable, but why not be a little uncomfortable and save your life? And so, of course, he was like, yes, ma'am. And then he slid his mask up. Now, I don't know if he wore it for the rest of the day when after I left, but at least we had a conversation about it. And maybe I was able to help him understand the importance of it because it's not just something to do, and no one should feel like they're above it, because it could happen to you, and you might be one of the ones that's blessed to not get sick, or you might be one of the ones that's unfortunate enough to lose their life. We got over 100,000 people that's lost their lives, and so you don't know how it might affect you. So why not just stay safe? So I saw someone saying they haven't been out of their house since March. So I have to go to the grocery store because if I send my husband, then we won't we won't have half the things that we need. So, or he's going to spend a ridiculous amount of money because he just grabs the first thing. He doesn't look at price. So, so I like to go to the grocery store. I know they have those apps where you can order. Oh wait, I didn't do this. You can order and have it delivered. And I need to look more into that because I haven't ever done that. But I've gone to the grocery store, but as it relates to other stores like Home Decor and stuff like that, I just went to Ross the other day for the first time, and I have a huge haul that I'm gonna share with you guys too because I mean they had stuff on clearance that was like crazy, but it was almost empty when I got there too. It was the Ross was like it. I took some footage of it. I'm gonna show you guys that in a video because it looked like a ghost town. It was nothing there. Um, you done very little shopping, grocery shopping. Yeah, all I've been doing is grocery shopping up until the other day when I went into Ross. And of course, I had on my mask, I had on my gloves, I keep my sanitizer in my purse. I have my disinfectant wipes so I can wipe off stuff. Um, but so anyway, I go in there and it was hardly nothing, like no home decor at all, none. So they didn't have anything to even look at as it relates to that. Um, well, I say none. They had a few pillows, they had a few little things, but nothing really to speak of. And so anyway, they had a lot of clothes though, so I got probably and sitting around here gaining weight. I need to get on top of that. But since I've been sitting around here gaining weight, I was like, oh, I could look at the clothes, then I'll get something. And I got probably $1,000 worth of clothes for $200. So I was like, score. So I was really happy to be able to get some good deals as it relates to that. I mean, they had dresses for like $6 and they had blouses for $3. Um, so I was able to get a lot of stuff at Ross. I was looking for Addison, of course, because he's growing like a little weed, and they didn't have anything for the kids, nothing in the kids section at all. So, but they had lots of women clothes. My husband looked at the men's stuff. They didn't have anything really over there. He found one shirt, but that was it. Um, but I got a lot, so I'll be showing you guys the Ross haul coming up sometime this week. Today's Monday, yeah. Sometime this week I'll have that. So, but otherwise, that I haven't been in any stores either. I looked at Hobby Lobby and then I was like, eh. When Ross first opened, I rode past there and they had a long line of people like waiting to get in. I was like, it's not that serious. Yes, they have plus size. Yes, they do. Naima, right now I'm plus size. So and that's really what they had a lot of too. Because I looked for some stuff for my stepdaughter who's tiny. She's super tiny, and they didn't really have anything for her. So but yeah, I mean, like I said, $1,000 worth of stuff easily for a little over $200, and that's including like the tax. So I got the haul coming. Maybe I'll do like a little lookbook. We'll have some outfits for the summer. A couple of the things are more like winter clothes or something or whatever. Maybe like fall. And so, but I'll show it all. I'll show it all. My husband was like, "Why are you buying that?" And I was like, "Because it's not gonna be hot forever." So so yeah, that's coming. Actually, that's going to be a lot of fun too. I'll be excited to share with you guys all of that stuff that I got. And I did get, like I said, they had a couple little things for the house. I got a couple pillows too, which I didn't need no more pillows. You guys already know I didn't need another pillow, but I mean it was only $3.99 or whatever. So I mean, how could I pass it up? I couldn't pass it up. I want to go back and see your comments, guys. Sorry, I'm missing some of what you're saying, but I got all this stuff on my hands, so I can't touch. I can't touch it right now. But I got a little knot right here. We've been doing good without having any knots. I got one knot right here that I got to get out. And then we're gonna see what kind of hairstyle we can come up with. Hold on, let me wet this. So yeah, I haven't been to any stores other than going to Ross just the other day. And yeah, I drove by. So when Ross first opened, I drove by and saw all those people, and I was like, you know what, that's okay. It's not even that serious. I kind of now wish that I had gone. Um, Needs rehab for shopping so much. Uh, you know what? This has been my rehab because I haven't. Y'all know the ones who know me. Y'all know I am. I have. I am. I guess I should go ahead and self-proclaim that I am a shopaholic. But this virus, it helped me. Oh, thank you, Naima. Look, I don't have on no makeup. It's just all natural right here, right now. Um, this virus, it helped me get over my addiction to shopping because, you know what, I haven't been able to. And I was like, at first, it was driving me a little crazy. I'll be honest with you guys. I was like, you know what, I got to do something. And so I'm just putting a little bit of leave-in conditioner on my edges here, guys, because I mentioned about me wanting to make sure that my edges aren't too dry. Um, so yeah, staying home and out the stores was hard at first, but I'm over that now. And so I want to jump right back into it but I did, like I said, and Ross, I couldn't help it. That was just deals that was too good to be true. I couldn't pass it up. And because I picked up a few extra pounds, which I will be getting rid of. But for right now, I was like, let me just go ahead and, uh, get in on these deals. And then after I lose the weight, then I can give those clothes to someone in the family or I can donate them or whatever. But I went ahead and got them. Sulie said something about home sense in your area, which is like our equivalent to Home Goods, but I didn't see it. But yeah, so I have not been to Home Goods. Only store I haven't been to Burlington, as you guys know. That's my other favorite store. Um, oh yes, ma'am. I got edges. Yes, I try to take good care of my hair. I'm trying to our hair salon. So the girl who do my hair when I go get it flat iron, she, hey Frugalista, how are you, my sister? Girl, we just here having a little chat time, talking about all the stuff that's going on while I'm doing my hair. So the girl who does my hair, she has a salon in her home. So she converted her garage into her salon. And so, but I haven't, so she's still been seeing clients the whole time. My sister's still been going to her, well, not the whole time, but since everything opened back up, then I don't know if she was still doing hair now that I think about it or not, but I know my sister has been maybe twice since, I think she probably went in May and then she went last week or something. So anyway, because her shop is in her home, then I don't know, maybe I feel a little bit better because she can better control, the people as they're coming and going. She can book herself to where she only have one client at a time. She's wearing masks, they're wearing masks. But I just haven't been. I was like, I'm just gonna, and I want to support, but right now it's like, and I would like to go because I don't like all this detangling right here. It is like on my nerves a little bit, but and I would, it would just be more convenient for me if I had somebody else to do it. But I was like, you know what, I can do this myself for now, and then when things get better and times get better, then I'll go and probably have her flat iron my hair for me. But for now, I'm just gonna keep doing the protective styles and taking care of it myself. And so with that having edges and everything, that's why I do take the time to really do what I need to nourish my natural hair so that it doesn't break down on me. And I think what happens a lot of times when people wear wigs and everything, they forget that they have hair under there. uh Comfortable good back here. I know, right? I'm just not. And so I was saying people forget they have natural hair under their hair, right? And so they don't take care of it. And then that's how you end up losing your edges and losing, everything. So I still have edges, got lots of good edges here. And so and I'm just gonna, my hair has a tendency of being very tangly also. So that's why I have to use the detangler And as you can see, you guys have noticed I'm not using a comb at all. I do not use combs in my hair, like hardly ever, especially not when I'm detangling though. If my hair has been flat ironed, then I'll of course use the comb. But when it's in this natural state, I just detangle with my hands and that's it, because I have better control. Get back to work. Okay, Raymond, thank you so much for stopping in for a little bit. Be safe. Take care of yourself while you're working. I'm praying that God will continue to watch over you, protect you, and keep you from harm's way. And have a blessed day, my friend. So, yeah, I was saying I just do it myself with my hands instead of using a comb, so that I can better control, my hair, and have not so much breakage. Because of the autoimmune disorder, my hair is much more fragile than it was before. And so I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to ensure that it's not being over manipulated unnecessarily. So that's why I don't use the comb. I just use my hands and get it detangled. And so it's not like perfectly detangled, like if I were to use a comb probably. But I mean, why do I need to have every single little tangle out just so it could be detangled, and then I'm gonna break it back up? So I think that it's fine just the way it is. So well, thank you, Naima. Have a great day, Raymond. So yeah, so we are almost done with my hair too. This is the second to the last section. I did this one already. So I am going to do the front section, and then I think we'll try to kind of pin everything up and make a cute little look. And another thing that, as relates to having edges, is that I don't worry myself with edge control and try to do all the little slick down looks and everything that everybody do. I think that looks really, really pretty. But I feel like if you're constantly rubbing your edges with gel or edge control to slick it down, then to me, you might as well go ahead and get a relaxer, because you're trying to make it look straight. If it's not straight, then why are you trying to make it look straight by using edge control? And then you're just brushing all your edges away. You're straightening them out, so you're thinning it out, and then you're rubbing and brushing it so much that they're just gonna thin out. I mean, it's like it's common sense, really. It don't take rocket science enough. If you keep rubbing on it, it's gonna rub on off. At least that's what I think. I'm like, why keep rubbing it? You're gonna rub it all away. So I don't do that to my edges. I just let it be. I put some conditioner on it. I put a little coconut oil on there, and then that's it. I do like to make flaxseed gel, which I should have made some, but I wouldn't. I usually use that when I'm gonna wear my hair in a wash and go, and so I'm not planning to wear it in a wash and go. So that's why I didn't. But if I have flaxseed gel, then I will rub that on my edges, because in my flaxseed gel, I add in essential oils and some other like olive oil and grapeseed oil and other essential oils. And so it's very nourishing. And so that's what I do. And that's why I feel like that's okay to rub it on my edges. But even still, I don't rub. I just put it on there, and then that's it. But you can see here, I'll come in a little closer. I got my conditioner on there now. That's good enough. Like, that's good enough, right? That's all you need to do. So I'm trying to decide how I'm going to do the front, since I'm trying to make it look a little cute for you guys. And I'm just adding water here too. Maybe I should combine these two into one big section. Also, my hair, the front of my hair is the most unruly. Like, it gets tangled up way more than any other part. Hey, Tammy. Tammy, we are here just chatting about things that's going on in the world while I'm doing my hair. We're having some chat time. We're just chatting about whatever. just everything really. And we're gonna see what kind of hairstyle I come up with. This is like natural day with Kenya. Let's spend some time with Kenya naturally. So let's see here. I'm gonna put my coconut oil around the edges. I think I did that already, but that's okay. We can have a little bit more. And yeah, so no makeup, hair freshly washed, and we're coming up with a hairstyle. Something that I'm gonna do. And that's it. So yeah, we're just oh, I should ask you guys too, like in your areas where you live. So my neighbor put a sign out in her yard. Dinner time for me. Kenya love see. Oh, okay. I'm sure it is, Suli. Good night. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for stopping by. Going back to everything that's happening in the world today. So we live in a suburban area community, and my neighbor put her sign out that says Black Lives Matter. And hey, Lady Cinnamon. Oh, thank you for visiting with me for a little bit. We're just having some girlfriend time, just chatting about everything. And I was saying that my neighbor put the sign out in her yard that says Black Lives Matter. And I saw a video on YouTube where an Asian young lady had it written on her car, like with paint or whatever, that washable paint, saying Black Lives Matter. And someone got really upset. And he was like, all lives matter. You should take that off your car, whatever, whatever. And I think people miss the point. When we say Black Lives Matter, is not to say that other lives do not matter. It is to say that clearly to some people, Black lives do not matter. And that's why we have to say that it does. For every other life, obviously their lives matter because they're not being disproportionately slain on the streets. So that's why we have to say that Black lives matter, because apparently it doesn't to some people. And so when people say Black lives matter, it does not mean that other lives do not matter. It means that we can't say all life matter until we recognize that Black lives matter also. And unfortunately, in our community, it appears as though, and obviously it doesn't, Black lives don't matter, because Black people are being killed more often than any other race as it relates to policing. And so I think, so when she put her sign in her yard that says that, of course, in the community where we live, I thought someone's going to have a problem with that. I guess it doesn't matter where you live. Really, someone might have a problem with it. But I was like, someone's probably going to have a problem with that. And we have like community laws or whatever, that rules, I should say, not laws, that you're not supposed to put campaign information out and things like that or whatever. So I'm sure that they're going to tell her to take it down. She'll probably get like a little letter saying that you're violating the community guidelines or whatever. But I was like, I think that it's good that she did, because I don't think a lot of people, I think that it gives an opportunity to have a conversation about things. I was talking to a friend of mine who is not Black, and she was expressing her solidarity to me and everything, and I truly appreciate that. And I know that everybody doesn't feel the same way about anything. That's just not how things work. And so not everyone's bad, we know that. Not everyone's good, we know that too. And so I think that when we have an opportunity to come together and talk about things, that's really when everyone can then see other people's perspective on things. And so when someone says that this life matters, it is not to negate that other lives matter less. It is just that it needs to be said, because clearly there's an issue in our country. And hey, Clarissa, thanks so much for stopping by. Thank you, Tabitha. so it needs to be said. And so, and I think that a lot of people are just like, I don't know what to say. So a lot of I'm gonna say non-black people, my white friends, they don't know what to say. And so, or they're confused too. They're confused by it. They're like, I don't know, because I think all life matters. And I was like, I don't understand why people don't see that. If you think that all life matters, then you should understand that why we're saying Black lives matter. But I guess we shouldn't take for granted what people understand either, right? And so the only way you know is when you have a conversation. And so I felt blessed to be able to have a conversation with somebody who doesn't look like me and get her perspective, and she get my perspective on things. And so I think that when we all, the rest of the hurt matters, but those need to be addressed immediately. So exactly. And so I was talking to some, well, I was in communication with somebody else, and they were saying, well, this was a white person and he's experienced some of the same issues that Black people are saying they have experienced. And guys, what I'm doing is I'm connecting all of the twists together. You can see that. Um, and it's like, okay, everybody, so every individual person may have their own story, but as a collective whole, there is an overarching issue that has to be addressed. And not just race. Obviously, race is an issue that needs to be addressed, has to be addressed. We can't continue to live in a world where it's not being addressed. But there's the issues of poverty. There's the issues of a lack of health care. There's the issue of other injustices. So there's lots of issues that we need to discuss and that need to be brought to the forefront. But we need to address them all. And right now, this is I guess the most pressing, because we've had several instances happen for years and years and years, but just here recently, several. So it's like, okay, it's just enough is enough. Okay, so I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do with my hair. So I'm gonna pin it up here. I don't have any hairpins, so I'm gonna twist these two sides. I guess I could just leave it like that and put my scarf on, but I was gonna twist these two sides together and pin it together in the back, so it'll be a complete protective style. So I'm just twist it here in the back together, because I don't have any hairpins, so I'm twisting the two sides together. And Tammy, let's see what you're saying. Another designer I know. I couldn't see it. Okay, so everything is together. I don't know a single white woman that worries about her son. I know, exactly. Tammy, I'm with you. I have 4 boys, a 23-year-old, a 21-year-old, a 14-year-old who'll be, actually he'll be 15 in August, and then Addison. I got 4 boys. I know, that was exactly my point too, is that at the end of the day, and I think I posted that on Instagram also, that, and then as Black women, we have to be concerned about ourselves too. So, okay, there we go. So here's our hairstyle. Let me put a little bit of coconut oil over here. I should go get my makeup and just put some makeup on too. Okay, rub that in. Okay, so that is a protective style. I could just leave it just like this. I need a hairpin to pin it. I just twisted it all around in the back, guys, twisted around each other and just kind of tucked it under. So that's how it's, I should have a white background so you guys can see better. But anyway, that's that. I'm going to put this scarf on for a minute. And side note, you look great. Have 4 boys. Thank you, Tammy. I do. 3 of them, 2 of them I inherited through marriage, and then 2 that I had. So the 23-year-old I gave birth to, the 21 and the 14-year-old I am. Let's see, how somebody said the perfect way to say it when you're like the stepmother. Like, I didn't give birth to them, but they're my children too. And then I have Addison, the 6-year-old. So I gave birth to 2, but I'm mother to 4. But we're talking about boys right now, honey. Guys, my husband in the background saying, don't forget about my stepdaughter. It's like, I know, we're talking about Black men in America right now. But yeah, so we have a total of 5 children. My 20-year-old, she's actually 19. She'll be 20 in September. So we have 23, 21, 19, 14, 6. That's everybody. 3, we are like the Brady Bunch. So I had one at first, and then Addison is together with me and my husband. So I got coconut oil all over me everywhere. I wish I had my makeup bag here. I'd go ahead and put my makeup on too. Hey, honey, you want to go pass me my makeup bag, please? Yeah, can you pass it to me? Y'all want to see me put my makeup on while we're here? Leave me a comment, yes or no. So what was I saying? I was saying, I don't know what I was saying anymore either. So I'm gonna put this scarf on for now. I think, should I put this scarf on? I don't want to press it down too much, because I like it for it to kind of be a little bit puff, and then as it continues to dry, it'll puff a little bit more. And so okay. You have 21-year-old granddaughter. Yeah. Thank you. Did someone say I totally need makeup? I didn't see that comment. I'm sure you didn't say that, but I didn't see what you said. So I was saying, as a black woman in America with 4 young boys, young men, 2 of them are young men and 2 of them are young boys. That's why I said we got to do something. Something different has to be done. Heading back to work. We'll catch the replay. Hey, Tammy. Okay, thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. Oh, I don't need makeup. Thank you. We'll go ahead and put some on since I'm here. And we're just doing this. And then I'll be ready to film my haul that I was just telling you guys about. You be safe too, Tammy. Take care. Who's going back to work too? Lady Cinnamon. What's your name, Lady Cinnamon? I didn't see what your name is. Thank you so much for stopping in with me for a few minutes. This was so impromptu. I was like doing my hair. I was like, you know what? Let me just go live. Chrissy. Thank you so much, Chrissy, for stopping in. I'm going to go ahead and put on some makeup. And I'm using, this is not what I like to use, so I'm not going to even tell you guys what I'm using. But it's what I have because I haven't been to the store to buy any new makeup. Thank you so much. God bless you too, Chrissy. I appreciate you visiting with me, and I hope to see you again in the future. And God bless you too. Hey, Naima. Okay, you gotta go too. Thanks for visiting with me as well. I'm looking here in my makeup bag. Oh, shoots. I don't have, I'll show you guys the makeup that I do like, but I'm out of it right now. So I'm using this other one. My favorite that I like here. I'm really enjoying your inspiration. I missed all it was saying. Sorry. I use a Revlon Color Stay, but it's empty. And this one, and so for the summertime, I use the caramel color because I get a little more tanned. And then in the regular time of year, I use toffee. But I'm out of both of them. It's empty. Hey, Darcy. Thank you so much for visiting with me. I'm enjoying such an inspiration. Oh, thank you so much, Tabitha. So we're doing something different today. I'm not really decorating. I'm just on here chatting with everyone. And then I guess I'm going to go ahead and get ready to do a video. So I figured I'd go ahead and put some makeup on. So right now I'm using my backup. So, but we'll just work with it. I'll tell you guys if you want to know. It's the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Long Wear Foundation is what I'm using right now. And I don't really like this because to me it's a little bit orange-like. It doesn't match that well, but I mean, my hair looks like it's matching pretty okay. But it makes me look a little bit orangey. So that's kind of why I don't really like this. Or if I use this, I'll mix it with the Revlon, which is a better match. But I do like that this has this little applicator brush. I think that's really awesome. So my makeup routine, guys, is look, I am no makeup pro. New viewer here from Houston area, truly enjoy your channel. Kay Mumford, thank you so much. I'm also in the Houston area, and I appreciate you watching. And so, and you know how hot it is here right now, right? so so I'm just going to use this what I have right now until I get to the store and buy more makeup. And so then I'll be able to do my haul from Ross. And also my aunt gave me a wig that I should show you guys that, but I'll have to go get it. So I probably won't do it this time, but I have a wig where she got me. It's super cute. And so I might put that on in the video. But so, okay, we got on our foundation now. I probably had a little bit too much. 4 hours, Gladwater, Texas. Oh, okay, cool. Something about concealer. I missed it. Okay, Love Your Shades Stick Concealer. Oh, I know, right? It's not even concealer though. It's actually a foundation. What did I do with it? It's the Rimmel foundation. But like I said, I didn't really want to tell you guys about it because I don't like that it makes my skin look a little bit orangey. You guys, I don't know if you can see that now, but it looks a little orange to me. But anyway, so that's that. And then I usually use the Revlon. I have here the pressed powder, which I'm almost out of this too. So I'm gonna have to go get me some makeup. I used to use the Origins makeup, but then I realized I don't know, maybe after I turned 40, it started making me look very ashy. Like, I don't know, when I was in my 30s wearing it, it was perfect. I loved it. It's good for sensitive skin, which I tend to have sensitive skin. But I don't know, after I turned 40, it just started making me look very ashy. I don't know if they changed it. And see how it's kind of orangey right here, and the powder kind of helps to blend it out. That's because this powder is my right color. But anyway, so I had to stop using Origins, and then I searched for a long time trying to figure out what makeup to use. And then I came across the Revlon Color Stay, and I love it. I love it. It is perfect. It doesn't break my skin out. It's not heavy. It's not overly oily. It doesn't dry my skin. It's just perfect. It works really good for me. And so now I'm out, and I usually buy 3 or 4 at a time. And I just haven't had a chance to with everything, going on. So, but you guys will see my makeup routine is so simple. It's nothing spectacular. I just put on a little bit, and because my hair is wet, I don't want to go on the hairline too much. Hey, Marilyn, you notice the difference? Okay, yeah. I don't want to go in my hairline too much because I'm still wet. So, let me see. Let me do this with my fingers. Okay. And let's blend this a bit. Oh, so what was I saying? I don't know, but I need to go get some more makeup. So, because I'm almost out of my powder now too. And so, but this one, Revlon works really good for me. And obviously it's not as expensive as the Origins was. So that's a win. So I'm gonna have to go get some more. Now I'm gonna use this Icon palette. So I know people use like the Anastasia and all the expensive stuff. Not your girl. I got this at Ross probably for like $8, I think. And so I'm just gonna add a little bit here on my eyelid. Maybe do a list of must-haves for makeup, Marilyn. What must-haves for what? I don't really have any makeup must-haves other than like foundation. I just use foundation and powder, and then I go straight into the eye color. I'm just gonna blend this up a little bit. Makeup. Oh, okay. My list will be short. I don't like, I could never be a beauty channel. Like, I never really do get ready with me and whatever on my channel, because my get ready is real easy and real quick. I don't do too much to get ready. And you're gonna see that right now because I'm gonna be ready in a few minutes. So I'm just spreading the color that I put on my lid a little more up. Oh, less than 5 items, I could do that. So we got one, our foundation, two, our powder. So we got the foundation. What did I do with it? I got my bag here. Oh, here it is. So I'm gonna show you my favorite foundation, my Revlon liquid foundation, my Revlon Color Stay pressed powder, my eye color, a lip color, and a mascara. I don't use primer. I don't know how to use it. I don't. I don't know what it's. I mean, what it's for. I know I've watched some of those beauty channels where they do the bake in their face and they do all this stuff. I don't know all that. I don't know how to do that stuff. Now I'm just adding in another color here. This is just kind of like a nude color. It's nothing. It's kind of to help bridge the gap because I'm going to add another color here in the crease of my eye. So okay, so that's that. So I'm gonna add a little bit darker color here now. This is let me show you guys this color palette. I'll pull that back so you can see here. It helps to keep your foundation on all day. Oh, okay. I don't think I had any problems with my foundation staying on, but I might give it a try and then I may see a difference. So this is the color palette I'm using. So I started out with this light color here on the base, and then I put in the center this kind of peachy color here. Hey, Shalomi. Thanks for stopping by, sis. I'm glad you caught me too. I'm just over here chatting about, we already talked about the good stuff. You can't bake either, Naima, I know, right? I'm just over here chatting about everything we talked about, what's going on in the world. We talked about the virus. We talked about the protesting, the riots. We talked about what does it mean when people say Black Lives Matter. And now I'm just putting on some makeup because I'm going to do a video here in a little bit. And so we're just having some girlfriend time. And if there's any guys on here, because it was earlier, then we're having some girlfriend, guy friend times. So I'm just using the dark color here and putting it on this side. And no, you're okay, Shalomi. We missed a good political talks, but I said to everyone here earlier that everything that I said here, basically I said to you guys in our chat group. So you know how I feel about everything that's going on. And basically I was like, how is my husband not irate about everything? And he's like, he's giving it to God. And so that's what we have to do. We got to pray for our country. And then we got to make sure we go out and vote. I thought I brought my mirror. I'm using you guys as a mirror. I'm looking in the phone as my mirror instead of actually having a mirror here in front of me. So yeah, so you're not late. You already, all I did basically, Shalom, is share with them a little bit of what we've all already been talking about. And so yeah, and now I'm getting ready because I'm going to do a video in a little bit. And so we're just spending some time here chatting with each other. So you know what, I was thinking about, my husband and I did say we should do like a couples Q&A. So would you guys be interested in that? Like us answering some questions about whatever you guys want to ask? Let me know. And so I don't know what color shirt I'm gonna wear, so I'm not gonna really add too much other color to this. Or I may just put on a white shirt. Okay, so let me add a little more color down here. I hope it's starting to look like something to you guys. I can't tell. Sure, you can ask marital questions. That would be awesome, Marilyn. So I'll maybe on my community tab, I'll post something where you guys can leave your questions, and then we'll be able to ask all the questions, go through all the questions and answer them. So now I'm going to just fill in my brows. Now I will say I've seen some ladies and they have slayed. Here's the eye pause. They have slayed their eyebrows, and so I'm not that good at brows, but I'm gonna do what works for me. So I use this little brush thingy like this. Okay, Shalom, that'll be awesome. I'll do that. So I'll make sure that I'm created on my community tab so one can leave their questions. So for my eyebrows, Shalom, you missed me doing my hair. My hair was all over the place, looking a crazy mess, and so I just kind of styled it up a little bit, and you can still see some of the conditioner or whatever that is there. But so I'm taking this dark color again. I don't want to blind you guys here with this little angle tip and just fill in my eyebrows a little bit. Look like your hair right now. And so I'm just filling this in a little bit. I like a natural look. I don't want it to be, you know, look too drawn on or anything like that. And as you can see the difference, right? You see this side and this side. It just looks more, this side looks more, should I say tailored? I don't know if your eyebrows can look tailored, but it just looks more neat and put together. And I need to go get them threaded. I haven't done that since probably February, because I usually go like once a month. And then March, everything started happening and I didn't go. And so it's been a long time. So, but you can see how this side just looks a little neater, a little more put together than this side. So I'm just going to take a little bit, and I just use a tiny little bit just to kind of fill it in and brush all the hairs together. And yep, this is that. Simple and easy. So okay, so that's that side, that's that. Now, where's my brush? Oh, let's brush this a little bit more. So Marilyn, as you can see, that's it. This is my makeup routine right here. I should have some earrings over here, which I don't. Okay, so that's that. Oh, I do use, and I have, where is it? I'm just pulling everything out here. Oh, here we go. I do still use from Origins, my cheek colors, because this is my favorite color. This is the only color I ever use. And it is, oh, I don't even know. It doesn't have the name on the back of it anymore, so I can't even tell you the name of it. But it's kind of like this rosy color. And that's the color that I use on my cheeks. Yes, coffee with Kenya. Exactly. Have your cup of coffee or your lunch, midday snack, and just visit with me for a little bit. So, hey, Catherine. You guys know Catherine with Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. Thank you so much for stopping by, sister. We have talked politics. We've talked we talked about everything, and now we're just doing some makeup before I get ready to film a video. So, but we did spend some time talking about everything that's going on in the world, as well as, you know, the virus that is not over, that people shouldn't forget. Oh, I left off saying too how people here just kind of, and I did my hair, Catherine, on camera, which is something that I never thought I'd ever do. But I was talking about how here in Houston, people are walking around in the stores like, let me take it off too. Like nothing. They're not wearing their mask. They're not wearing anything. And it is hot outside, but it doesn't mean that it's gone away. And so we need to still be mindful of that. I'm putting a little bit chapstick on my lips. So yeah, so it's just like we just need to be mindful that this is still going on. Take good care of yourselves, and don't, you know, think that it's over yet, because it's not. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it, oh, sorry about that. So now I'm gonna put on some lip color. So I like to line my lips with this, and this color is called Black Orchid. It's from the Dollar Tree. From the Dollar Tree. So I like to use it as a lip liner. And then I'm gonna I'll use this lip color from Ulta. This is a liquid lipstick from Ulta. Let me see, what color is it? It's called Magenta. It's a little bit dark. And it's very pigmented, as you can see, so I only need a little bit. There's my lips. Haven't done makeup in forever. I know, right, Shalomi? I haven't either. It's been like, I mean, since not having to go into the office, we get on those conference calls. I don't wear makeup. Just like, hey, it's me. I'm here. So it's kind of nice. Well, except for when I do a video. If I'm doing a video, then I will put some makeup on then. Thank you. This lip color is called Magenta from Ulta. So it's very pigmented. It only needs a tiny, tiny little bit. And so now I'm going to do something with my lashes. And then I think we'll be done. I kind of need to have a mirror. Oh, you know what? I do have a mirror. Instead of trying to use that as a mirror, I'll use this mirror here. So I can see what I'm doing. Although it's funny, there's times when I usually do my makeup like in the car, and or like on the bus if I'm driving the shuttle into work. I missed that comment. I'm putting my makeup on while the bus is going. People like, I can't believe, like, how do you have such a steady hand? And it's like, you know what? When you've done it for a while, it doesn't take much to know how to just do it. So my hair is still dripping down the back. I just stopped in. Okay, you would love the couples Q&A too. Makeup so natural. Oh, thank you, Darcy. Okay, Chanji. So I'm gonna put, when I'm done with this live, I'm gonna create a section on my comments in my community for everyone to leave their questions, and then we'll plan to do that. Maybe we'll film it. So one of the twins was asking, how do we balance work and YouTube? And it's like, you know, with family and church and everything. So it is a balance. And so what I tend to do is I film my videos for YouTube on the weekends. And so usually after church on Sunday, because I already got my makeup on and everything, so that's one less thing I have to do. And then I film 2 or 3 videos at once. That's usually what I do. And then I have videos to upload during the week. So if you see a video and I'm not in front of the camera, that's because I probably filmed it that day or the day before, and I didn't have time to put on makeup and whatever. And so I just filmed it, and that was it. And I don't usually like to do that. I usually prefer to be in front of the camera. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people prefer not to be. A lot of people are like, I don't need to be in front of the camera, but I think it's a good way for me to connect with you guys. And so I like to be in front of the camera. But if I don't have time to put on my makeup, then there are times when I'm like, let me just get the video up without having to go in front of the camera. So let me know what you guys think about that too. Do you think that hey Wani, thanks for stopping by, sis. I know you're probably working, but thank you for visiting with me for a little bit. Do you guys think that you prefer to see, um, YouTubers in front of the camera, or does it even matter to you? You're just there to look at the content, or do you like a combination of both? For me, as a consumer of YouTube, like I'm as a person who watches channels, it depends on the channel for me. Oh, hey, thank you, Shalomi. You called the crew for me. Thank you, awesome. Because I didn't plan this, so I didn't tell anybody I was gonna go live. I just decided to do it. I was washing my hair. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live today. um, but do you guys like to see your YouTubers in front of the camera or behind the camera? It doesn't even matter. So Marilyn says both. I agree. It depends on who I'm watching, really, because there's some people who I've gotten accustomed to not seeing them. And so, hey, Miss Robin, I've gotten accustomed to not seeing them, so I don't ever think about it. And then for those that I do see all the time, when I don't see them for a while, I'm like, hey, wonder why they're not in front of the camera. So I try to several videos at once. Right. It's better with Catherine when you can film several videos at once. And when I do that, like I said, I already have my makeup and everything on, so it's an opportunity for me to just like switch out my shirt and then do the next intro. So even if during the week I actually do the work of the video when I'm not in front of the camera, I try to at least do my intro and my exit with me being in front of the camera, and then I will do the work in between time. So like if I'm doing a table scape, I may have filmed my intro and my exit on Sunday after church, where my makeup is on, my hair is, everything is together, and then I actually did the work after work on a Tuesday or something. So yeah, it just is, if I can't get everything in on the day that I'm doing the filming, I try to, at least when I have my makeup and everything on, I do all the in front of camera work that day, and then I do the up, like if I'm doing outside things, what I'm doing outside may not, it doesn't matter if I can't obviously do it right then. So, but I try to get my makeup done, everything. My battery's about to die. Hold on one second, guys. Hey, honey, will you bring me my charger? Yeah, your charger. The long one, so that it can reach. So yeah, that's what I like to do, guys. That's a way that I can get videos up to you all and not have to like stress myself out completely. Now, I try to keep some footage in the pipeline, but sometimes I film stuff and then things change, and then the content becomes irrelevant. And so I've lost some footage that way too, where I'm like, oh, thank you, Catherine. That's so sweet. I've lost footage because I filmed it in advance and then I didn't feel like it was relevant anymore. But then there's times when I'm like, you know what? It was relevant then, and so I'm going to go ahead and film it and post it. So I've done that also. You know what? I'm going to plug it right here, honey. Thank you. Okay, so let me plug you guys up so I don't lose you. But I guess if you're doing like a tablescape or, a clean with me or something, then that's going to always be relevant. But I do have I have a clean with me from December when I took down some of the Christmas stuff, and I did like a winter look. Well, I never put it up because it was like after that, I don't know, the season changed or something. I went on to spring. And so I have that video that's a clean with me, a winter look that I never put up. So I'm like, you know what, maybe this coming winter, in between time, I might put it up then. It's like whatever. But so like if you get a new sofa or a new something, and then you have the footage with the old stuff, I guess you could just put like a precursor there saying that this is old footage. And I've done that before too. I've had lost footage that I found that I thought people might want to see. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta plug this up. Let's see here. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, like I just posted a grocery haul. It's not really what I would call lost footage, but it was from several weeks ago. But I was like, it's a grocery haul. So, I mean, groceries are groceries. So I'm going to go ahead and post it. Sorry, guys, I got to move you for a second. So it's going to get a little bit shaky. So I'll pull you up and I can plug in my phone. Um, but I went ahead and posted it because I felt like, I mean, it's still relevant. It's just a grocery haul. So let me turn you guys around this way a little bit. But I had one video where I did something with my hair. I think it was like a henna video. And I just called it lost footage because that's exactly what it was. Yes, you hear Addison in the background. Yes, let's don't call him out because he'll be coming. um, so yeah, I just called it lost footage and then posted it. And it's like if it's there, if it's helpful to anybody, then great. If it's not, then whatever. Hey, Stephanie. Um, I'm trying to fix you guys back here. I shouldn't mess with it, but I needed to plug up my phone. Okay, so all right, I think that's good. Okay, so with that being said, with lost footage, I think it's still you can still utilize it if you kind of precursor it by saying it's lost footage, or making it relevant, or just waiting until the next season when it is relevant again. But so with that being said, a lot of times I have a lot of footage in my camera because every time I go anywhere, I'm like filming something, and so I don't always, when I'm filming it, I'm not filming it with the idea necessarily that I'm going to create it into a specific video. It may just be footage that I thought was cute, that was funny, that was awesome, that was different, or whatever, and then I can add it in later. And so I have a lot of footage on my camera like that, on my phone like that also, which I still use my phone, and I'm ashamed to say that because I have a very nice camera um, that my husband bought for me that I have not taken the time to learn how to use. And so, and I do feel like it would probably improve like the quality of my videos if I did learn how to do it, and I haven't. So, um, I apologize to him because I haven't, and I apologize to you guys because I could be bringing you better quality videos, and I'm not because I haven't taken the time to just learn how to use it. Um, but anyway, let me see here. What else can we talk about before I call it a day? Because oh my goodness, we've been on here for an hour and 42 minutes. I tell you guys, the saying is true. Time flies when you're having fun. I had no idea that we've been on here this long. You still use your phone too, Shalami? I didn't know that. I have anxiety with using cameras too. You know what? Because you got to have, with your cameras, you have to use, oh, thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that a lot. I really do appreciate that because I wasn't sure how the quality is looking to other viewers outside of what I'm seeing. So I'm glad to know that. But I do, Shalom, and get anxiety with using the camera also because, I'm like, there's just a comfort level, and I've gotten comfortable with using my phone, and so I just always do. But with the camera, I'm like, I gotta have this software to upload on the computer so I can edit, and it's just a lot. And so with everything else going on for me, the phone is very convenient, Wani, and that's exactly what I was going to say. For me right now, the phone is just very convenient, and there's fewer steps in going from filming footage to uploading a video. There's fewer steps when you do it with your phone, as far as I'm concerned. Um, and so, yeah, I don't know. I just can't. I see Stephanie is talking about. Stephanie, guys, was our big winner of the Dream Team Outdoor Living Spaces collaboration. Yay, Stephanie. And because Stephanie and I actually both live in Houston, we were able to meet up yesterday, and I gave her prize. And so it was so awesome to be able to actually meet her in person. So yeah, that was so much fun. So I did do a little bit of filming of that, and Stephanie and I took a picture together. And so when I do my Ross haul, I will share that at that time also. 4th of July tablescapes. So Miss Robin, I don't know if I'm going to do a 4th of July tablescape, to be quite honest. Um, I have to think about that. Because I'm doing summer this year, so I did do patriotic out front, and so I wasn't sure if I was going to do patriotic in my house, just to be quite honest. I was thinking about just doing it outside. So I did the front yard, and then I was going to do the back patio with some patriotic decor. So I guess if I did do a patriotic tablescape, it would probably be on the back patio. But inside my home, I was thinking about just doing something that's really kind of summery, because my plan is to, right after 4th of July, I'm going to probably start with my fall decor. And so I know that might be a little early. Some people might be like, oh my goodness, Kenya, it's just July. You're already for fall. But I want to get an early start on it so that I can have more time with Christmas. Um, yeah, not really feeling it, Wani. You're right. I'm just really not. It's kind of hard to be patriotic right now, honestly. But that's kind of, I say that on one side, and on the other side, I say we should definitely be patriotic because our people are the ones that help build this country, and so there's should be some patriotism in that. Um, so I kind of feel ambivalent, but I will say that we will be celebrating Juneteenth. And honestly, guys, before I moved to Texas, I didn't know what Juneteenth was because it was only Texas that didn't get the memo when slavery ended. Um, so because I didn't grow up in Texas, so I didn't grow up celebrating Juneteenth. I never really celebrated it, but we watched the episode of Blackish, which you guys know that I think Tracy Ellis Ross is like the modern day Felicia Rashad, like she's the modern day Claire Huxtable. And so, Catherine, yes, I will honor the men and women that served in the military and that are still serving in the military, and my family as well. My sister is a veteran, and so, and I have a cousin who's also a veteran, and I have several cousins that are still either active in the military or they are in the reserves. And so I do, it's not in any way, shape, or form to say that I don't feel gratitude, because I know that freedom is not free. So that I don't feel gratitude to the men and women that serve our country, because I definitely do. Um, but you know, it's just a lot going on right now. So, so anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna think about it. Like I said, I have my Patreon decor out in the front yard, so for everyone that passed by, they can see that we have a patriotic display, and I'm gonna do something on the back patio, but in the house, I'm just not sure. And partially because I'm not really feeling it, but also because it'll be an easier transition for me to keep things kind of just summery to then move into fall, which I'm planning to start my fall decor sooner this year. Um, and so with Juneteenth, I was saying, yeah, we were watching this episode of Blackish. I think that Tracy Ellis Ross is like the modern day Claire Huxtable. Rainbow Johnson is modern day Claire Huxtable. And so, and I was watching Blackish, and they had an episode on Juneteenth. And you guys should watch it if you haven't, if you have Netflix or Hulu or Fire Stick or whatever. It was really awesome. And they also did an episode. They aired both of these episodes here recently, since everything's been going on in the world. They had one, the Juneteenth episode, and also the episode on Black History, and it was like a musical, and it was fantastic. Addison loved it. He wanted to watch it again, so he watched it twice in a row, because it was just, they did a great job on the singing and the history and everything. It was just really good. And so, but before moving to Texas, I didn't know anything about Juneteenth. And so, then once we moved here, of course, I learned about it, but we didn't really celebrate Juneteenth because, it was like, I didn't grow up celebrating it, so I didn't know anything about it. So I said, this year we will definitely be celebrating Juneteenth. And so I made sure that I am going to be off that day. So yeah, that'll be good. And let's see here. So we're talking about plans. Oh, I should talk about upcoming collabs, but maybe I shouldn't because I don't have my notes in front of me and I don't want to say the wrong dates or anything. One is gonna attend her first Juneteenth celebration. I think that's what you were saying. That sounds like fun. Hey, it's always something around here. I know your name. I know your name. Tell me your name. I know it, but tell me. Shoots. I thought I just had it. Guys, I'm horrible with names until like I make it. Luann. I knew that. I knew that. I was like, I know her name. Um, but I'm really bad about. I remember faces, but it's hard for me to remember names until I like make a connection. So like I'll have to think of Luann. Like, what do I know as Luann? There is a cooking oil called Luann, so maybe I'll remember it now. Because I'm like, okay, Luann cooking oil. Like I have to make connections like that in my mind for me to remember it. Like with Stephanie, it's easier for me to remember her because I have a stepdaughter whose name is Stephanie. So sometimes I refer to Stephanie as Steph because that's how we refer to her. Um, so there, I'm always making these connections in my head so that people don't ever know what I'm doing. But I'm like, okay, that's how I remember you. Okay, that's how I remember you. So, but yeah. So let's see here. So we got fall coming up. I know. Some people like, can you? It's not even summer yet. Like officially, it's not even summer yet, and I'm already thinking fall. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking like, what am I gonna do for fall? I'm thinking, what am I gonna do for Christmas? I'm thinking about if I want to put up all the Christmas trees like I always do, or not. Said learned about Juneteenth and attended my first event. Oh, when you in LA. Oh, okay. I was. We moved to Texas when I was 13, and so when I was in school, that's when we learned about it. And I was like, what? I never heard of that. And so my mom never really picked it up as like a celebration, and so we just never really did either. And so, but this year we will make it a point to do, spend some time and talk about Juneteenth. Yep, and it is flying by, Shalomi. It is. It is next Friday. That's right. So this year is going by. Can you believe it? We have 6 months until Christmas. So yeah, so that's why I'm already thinking, what am I going to do for Christmas, for fall, and for the holidays. And so I'm always like putting up a bunch of Christmas trees, and then it takes me forever to take everything down. And for my girls that know, y'all know my little secret. And so I'm looking up at it now. I still have a Christmas tree up, guys. But you know what? It's okay. Because Christmas in July is coming, and so maybe I'll decorate it and then have it already ready since it's already up. Ah, yeah, I'm ready for Christmas too. You know what? I've been in my feed, I've been getting some Christmas videos coming up, and I've noticed that I'm getting some traction on some of my Christmas videos that I've posted in the past. And so I was like, what? I mean, I guess like, people are looking at it. Everyone's thinking about it. So I'm starting to think ahead about what am I going to do for Christmas, and what's my going to be my theme, my color scheme. I don't always do a theme. A lot of times I don't even think about it too much. I just pull out my stuff and then start, like, my mind just starts kind of going off on its own about what am I going to do. And so yeah, show me your people seeking out ideas, and that's what I was thinking, like, what am I going to do? I'm thinking ahead too, like, am I going to do a theme this year? What am I going to do? Do I want to put up a big Christmas tree here in the foyer, which is where I am right now, or do I want to do like a vignette? Like, I was thinking about doing this huge nativity vignette in my foyer and not doing a Christmas tree this year, which is what I usually do. I usually put a large Christmas tree up. And so do you think Christmas is going to be super big this year? Yeah. Well, you know what, Shalomi, I hope so too, but um, I think, this is my thoughts, and some of the healthcare professionals are saying it too, like Dr. Fauci and wherever they're saying that, which, and I know you don't live in the U.S., so I don't know, maybe if you guys are too concerned about it, but here we're concerned that there's going to be a round two of the coronavirus. And so in the fall, when we have flu season again, and so we may be looking at something that was even worse than what we've already experienced. And so I'm praying that we do not, but we'll see. Christmas decor 4 years ago. I was looking at Christmas decor videos from 4 years ago. Wow. um, but you know what? We can recycle ideas. So it's good to look at some things from the past because maybe that's something that can be recycled for the future. So it's worse here. We haven't even started phase two reopening yet. Oh no! Wow. So you guys are still in quarantine. You know what? We probably should still be too, but for whatever reason, we're not. And so we'll see how that goes. My family's still staying safe. We're pretty much staying home, going out to the stores as little as possible. We're visiting with family limited. Like we went to visit some family members the other day, and we wore our mask in the house. They didn't have on their masks because they were in their homes, but we wore our masks the entire time we were there. And it's just for their protection and for ours. So, um, it's just the way it is right now for us. It's like we want to make sure that we all stay healthy, and that's the best way we know how to do that for now. So, um, and so when they when we said bye to them, Addison was like, "Well, you guys can come to our house next time," and they were like, "Yeah, and we'll wear our mask too." So, like, right, exactly. Everyone, get your mask on, and so, or sometimes when we visit, we sit out on the patio, so everyone kind of be spread out. You're in the backyard, not up close to each other, but we just pretty much stick around with the same family members that we know have not been infected. And so we all just try to stay safe. But you never know, just because you're not infected today don't mean you might not be next week if you go out in the store without wearing a mask on, which we already talked about wearing masks and the importance of that. So Clarissa, you're back. I thought had to get back to work. So thanks for still visiting with us. Um, so let me see here. So we talked about the holiday season. We've talked about everything. We didn't talk about homeschooling. I had to homeschool Addison. That was an experience. Um, who's that? Hey, Angela. Thank you so much for visiting with me. How are you, girlie? I haven't seen you in forever, like literally forever. I see you sometimes on Instagram, but yeah, how are you, my dear? Um, I was talking about, I wish I could see my mom. I know. Thankfully, I'm able to see my mom. I actually saw my mom yesterday. We were all out together. Today's Monday, so we were all out together on Saturday. Um, and cause, and so we spent some time together. And like I said, they usually come over and we spend some time outside, or um, if we visit my mom and my sister, we visit them without wearing masks, but because we see them more often than we do others. But other family members, if we see them, we wear our mask. And then, yeah, that's just how we're doing it right now. Um, so hopefully the day will come and we won't have to, but until that day comes, we all just have to be mindful and do what we have to do, take care of ourselves. Yep, day by day. That's right, Angela. That's what we can do. Just take it day by day. So, yeah, I'm thinking. So even if we can't do Christmas big like we have done in the past, then um, we'll have some version of it. Oh, so I was talking about homeschooling too. So that was an adventure. That was something, I tell you. It was kind of taxing on both myself and Addison, because he can understand, why does he have to do schoolwork at home? Like, why is he not going to school to do schoolwork? So we had to have a conversation about that. And then we had to get used to him, the idea of doing schoolwork at home. And then they started doing everything like virtually. And so that was cumbersome because access to that is only like on a desktop. You couldn't use like your iPads, which was a challenge, because like if I'm working from home and I'm on my laptop, then he can't be doing his schoolwork on the same laptop. So we had to kind of work through that. But we made it, and so he's finished with kindergarten. They didn't get to do their graduation ceremony like they were supposed to, But you know what? I was like, well, you can't miss what you never had anyway. So it didn't matter to him if he had a graduation ceremony from kindergarten. He had one from preschool. So it was all good. And so now we're looking towards the future. Like, what does next school year look like? And so we're going to have to see. So if it's going to be remote, then at least we've kind of gotten our feet wet. And so we kind of know what to expect. But a part of me is like, hopefully the kids can go back to school and, you know, so they can get back in the classroom, socialize with their friends, um, and just the whole school experience. But then another side of me is kind of like, how can you expect children to social distance and practice safe, you know, like hygiene or whatever? Like, we tell kids to sneeze in your arm and they say, okay, hutch, and then go to their arm. It's like, it's just hard, you know. The government sent emails home. Oh, I didn't see what Shalomi was saying about her government there. Um, so I don't know how it's going to work out. And I've got lots of friends who are educators and they are not sure either how that's going to work out. Um, but I just can't only imagine telling a group of 6-year olds, you know, that you can't touch each other, that you can't hug each other. Let's see here, devices to do their schoolwork. Oh, that would be fantastic. If the school district provided devices for the kids to do the schoolwork, that would be awesome. In the school district where we are, they did provide devices to families that were in a certain income bracket. And so if you were not in that income bracket, then you didn't get a laptop. And so, and then, you know, honestly, I didn't want to take something away from someone who doesn't have access. And so it's not that Addison didn't have access. And so, oh, making the kids wear a mask to school, Stephanie, that would be good. And this that would probably help too. But like for Addison, I'm okay. So he's 6 years old. So we're in the store, and Addison probably is more astute about this than a lot of kids his age. So if he goes to the store with me, and I try not to take him with me as much as possible, but many times he have to go. And when he goes, he knows he puts his mask on, he has his baseball cap on, he has his shades on, his sunglasses, and his hands are in his pockets because I can't find gloves to fit him. He was wearing his little winter gloves, but it's way too hot for that now. And so he keeps his hands in his pockets, and if he wants to show me something, he points with his elbow. And so he's like, look at that, mama. Like, I want to see that one. And he'll go and stand and look at something, but he does not touch anything. So, and he is very, very, very good about every single time doing that. He does not touch anything, but he does pull his mask up because sometimes it starts to slide down when you're talking a lot with the mask on. It slides down, and so he'll pull it up. And so I'm teaching him to pull it up from the sides and not from the front. But you see people, you know, news officials pulling their mask up from the front, right? And it's like, you just can't do that. You don't do that. Even though his hands haven't been contaminated because they're in his pockets, there could be germs on the front of the mask. And so he can then contaminate his hands. If there's germs on the mask, he's checking it from the front, pull it up, and then put his hands back in his pocket. So I've been playing around with different ways to try to make sure the mask stays secured. But so I don't know how that would work in school if some parents are as diligent as I am about making sure those kind of things. So because we've seen kids with masks on and their nose is out, only their mouth is covered, so their nose is out. That really defeats the purpose. And or they're loose on the sides, and so they're covered, but they're open like this on the side. So it's helpful, but it's not what's really needed. So I don't know how they would be able to work that with the schools either. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of things up in the air, a lot of question marks. A lot of my neighbors have said that even if school does start back, they're not sure if they're going to have their kids attend. And so, you know, I don't know. I guess we'll just see when we get there how that all plays out because there's a lot of question marks around it. So we'll see. I guess there's a lot of question marks around everything right now. So that's why we have to stay in prayer. Remember to pray. Pray for what you don't know. Pray for the people in high places. Pray for our leadership. Pray for our government. pray for the world as a whole. We just need to pray and pray without ceasing. That's the only thing I can say that can help us right now. That's what we need to do. That is the answer. That is how we'll get through, and God will continue to prevail. So, okay, guys, it has been over 2 hours. It is past my lunchtime. My hair is done, and I hope you guys can see how I've done it. You saw me. If you saw the whole thing, if you saw how I did it, you see all my grays showing out. And so, yeah, so if you didn't see it, you can watch the playback if you want to. I put a little makeup. And so now I'm going to grab a bite to eat, and then I'm going to film that haul video that all the items that I got from Ross. You went to Big Lots the other day and the little girl had her mask on under her nose. Yep, I said, honey, you need to cover your nose. And she ran to her mom. Good. Hopefully her mom covered it for her. Or the mom wasn't wearing her nose out too, because I've seen a lot of people do that too. A lot of adults. And Angela, I mentioned a story about someone in Walmart. This young guy, he had his mask under his chin, and I talked to him about it also. And he was like, oh, yes, ma'am. And he pulled it up. So, yeah, they don't have a clue, and I guess everyone's just doing the best they can. And that's why I try to act like mask police now. So whenever we see someone with their mask down, he's like, Mom, tell them they need to put their mask up. And I was like, okay, I'll tell him. And he's like, no, you got it. You should have your mask up. They're doing something, they keep sliding down, they keep pulling it up. And I'm like, if you twist it around it, if they have the medical mask or whatever and they're too loose, then if you twist it a couple of times and then put it around your ear, that'll help secure it into place so it's not sliding down. Because a lot of young people that we're seeing, they have those and they're just too loose. Or if they have the kind that they've made, like someone made them a mask, they're just wearing it below their nose. It's like you need to have your entire respiratory area covered. So that means your nose and your mouth should be completely covered and secured so that it's close to your face so that nothing can get in or get out. So, or some people are wearing a mask that's so super thin like this, you can see through it. That's not beneficial. If you see through this, you guys can see my shirt. You can see the neckline of my shirt through this. This is too thin. This is not protective. So if you have something thin like this, you need to fold it in half and then fold it in half again, and then fold it in half again. And now maybe you have a little bit more protection. Now you can use this scarf as a mask if you needed to, because now you can have more protection. But just how thin it was like that, that's not useful. That's not helpful at all. But a lot of people know. And so hopefully everyone's trying to educate themselves. If I know something, I'm trying to share it to those that I know. Not that I know, but sharing what I know to those who are willing to hear. So anyway, guys, I have enjoyed spending some time with you all. This was impromptu, so I truly appreciate all of you that stopped by to say hello and to spend a few minutes with me. I really, really, really appreciate you all. Again, thank you so much for all of the support on my channel and for us getting over 20,000 subscribers. I truly appreciate you. I appreciate you so, so much. And I am going to do something for a 20K giveaway. I was saying earlier that, but with everything going on, I have not had a chance to get out in the stores. I'm not really trying to hurry and run out there either. And so, so I might come up with some alternative or some creative idea, something for a giveaway. Maybe like a gift card or something like that. So anyhow, be on the lookout for that. That will be coming up. Maybe I'll do that at 25,000 and then I'll just make it be a bigger giveaway. So anyway, guys, I truly thank you. But I didn't see the comment before it went away. Let me see. How do I look here? Oh, there we go. They're not constantly running PSAs, but no, they're not. You're right, Catherine. So people think it is over. I can tell you for a fact in Houston, there's some people still wearing a mask, but it's hot here right now, and I think people think that it's over. They're like, oh, I won't get it because it's hot outside. I don't need a mask. And so if you go in any store, there may be 5 people with a mask on and 15 without. So, you know, but I'm making sure I'm the one with one on also. Um, but yeah, I think people, I don't know. I don't know what to say about them. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for spending some time with me. I'm going to go ahead and film that video and get that up to you guys soon. And yeah, oh, I'm also going to leave in my community section a space there where you guys can leave questions that you might want to ask my husband and I, so we can do a couples Q&A. So that will be fun. I'm excited, looking forward to that. So be sure to, if you didn't like this video already, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You guys know how much that helps us out tremendously. It tells YouTube that people like this, and so they'll put it out there for others to see. Although I did say I wasn't sure if I was going to keep this live up because I started out with my hair looking a crazy mess. And so so I have to look back at it and decide what I'm going to do with that. But at any rate, guys, I truly appreciate all of your love and supports. I look forward to continuing our growth here on the channel, and I look forward to seeing all of you on my next video. Much love and many blessings. Bye-bye. Addison, do you want to come say hello real quick before I say bye to everybody? Do you guys want to say hi to Addison real quick? Let's see if he's going to come. I'm surprised he's being quiet too and didn't come over here already. Come right here. Whoopsies. And say hi.
Hi.
There's 26 people on there. You just can't see them, but they can see you.
But,
So you're going to act like baby. Goodbye. Okay, just say bye to everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Okay, let's wave bye to them. Bye, guys.